Hello viewers, this is Josfeg Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information about Nigeria news and now the news in details. I was against pastors flying private jets until God taught me a lesson, Apostle Suleiman says. The General Overseer of Omega Fire Ministry with headquarters in Bauchi, Edo State, Apostle Suleiman, has spoken recently on why Christians and believers need to tread with caution as regards some matters in Christendom. The clergyman who said this while speaking in a service noted that the biggest blunder any person could make was to use logical reasonings to analyze spiritual matters. Apostle Suleiman opened further that many years ago he granted an interview condemning men of God who had private jets. He stated that he reasoned along the line that it wasn't necessary because there were a lot of hungry and poor people in Nigeria. He said years later, God taught him a lesson that made him change his opinion on ministers owning private jets. He stated that after being exposed to a series of cancelled flights, especially one which at the end of the day made him take a bus after waiting in the airport till 6 p.m. and he eventually arrived at Bauchi by 3 a.m. was a very bitter experience. He said, I was waiting for a flight to Benin for 3:30 p.m. Then it was shifted to 4 p.m. Then by 5:30 I heard it was cancelled. Then I had to enter a bus back to Bauchi by 6 p.m. and arrived on 3 a.m. on Sunday morning, feeling very tired and famished. He later disclosed that after ministering that Sunday, the Lord spoke to him and asked him if private jets were still necessary. He said, as I laid on my bed, God spoke and asked me, are private jets good? To which he responded with, Oluwa. He went further to warn the youth of this generation to tread with caution when addressing men of God, as all many of them had on their phone was data, and many men of God they castigated. Oversee thousands of branches with established and committed members. He advised them to sit and learn success from them instead of castigating them all the time. This is a very big one from our Pastor Suleiman. But may God help us. You know, it is written in the Bible that they said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And it is even said that you should not judge anybody. It is only God that can judge. And that is what I can say. For those pastors that are owning jets, owning this, owning that, God sees all of them. God knows their ambition. God knows what is inside them. That is what I can say about it. But the fact is that Christianity is a religion of believers who believe at their own risk, expecting nothing, except the life of the new age in return. And it's a glorious call to suffering for and with Christ. And the reality boils down to the fact that we never ever wear the crown unless we are seen on that day, the last day. Walking in, wearied, but nevertheless bearing a huge and heavy cross. So this is to tell us that whoever that is doing good, let him continue to do good. Whoever that is doing bad, let him continue. The day of judgment is coming, and that is just the reality about it. And Christ's life here on earth, including especially his suffering, is set forth as an example for us, his disciples. So no disciple is even greater than his master. If one doesn't suffer as Christ did, one is simply not his disciple. And that is just the fact about him. May God help us. Only God knows who is serving him in truth and in spirit, including all these our popular pastors that we have, that we know, including all these pastors that holds masses church, big church. Only God knows their heart. Only God can judge, can say that this man of God is really serving him in truth and in spirit. And that is it. That is just the reality about it. There are some pastors whereby they have big jets, they have a big jet to transport them anywhere they want to go, but the source of that big jet is nothing to write them about. The source of that big jet is full of blood. But only God can judge. So let's hear what people are saying about it. Some people were saying that it's natural that men do envy other men who have achieved success. A person who does not have a car is envious of car owners. Same applies to private jet owners. If our young musicians can own jets to meet up with their busy tour, how much more big pastors who have branches all over the world, which is true. Definitely they will own jet. They used to say this, that the riches follows the riches, while the poor people, they look for their family who are poor, they follow the poor people, and that is how it is. So the riches that are becoming rich, making big businesses, they will try to imitate those ones that are even that has already made the business already. May God help us. You know, some people were saying that when the pastors analyzes, it is spiritual reasonings. But when others analyzes, it is logical. The pastors are the only people with a spiritual mind. Other to them are fools who don't have mind. I would like to correct this aspect. In terms of not everything, we cannot say that everything is spiritual reasonings. There are some things that it is even normal for us to think, even if you're Christians or not. Like the issue of this jet that Pastor Suleiman was talking about, I think it is just logical. It is not spiritual at all. We are just trying to mix everything up. Because we are pastors now does not mean that we should just take everything spiritual. Not everything is spiritual, but may God help us. So viewers, what do you think? What is your own take about this? Kindly drop your comments in the comment section below. For those who subscribe, we want to say a very big thank you to you for subscribing. We'll say God bless you. If you're yet to do so, kindly press the subscription button below. And also, please don't forget to press the notification button so that whenever we upload news, you will definitely be the first person to watch our latest news. Anytime, any day. God bless you for watching our video. Thank you. Stay safe at this crucial time. Bye.